What is up, guys? CJ here, and today we're back with another back testing video on Avantis Finance, a newer coin in the crypto space. I believe they have Coinbase ties, kind of like, I don't know if we want to go as far as say Coinbase Hyperliquid, similar to Aster as well, but we are going to be breaking down the all-time high on this coin and just backtesting another model for the reps. I'm always very curious what these coins, especially these newer launches, are they going to trade Wyckoff? Are they going to trade TCT? What are some topping patterns to look for? And just, I think what I keep coming back to is just if it presents a high quality model at all-time high, it's definitely worth looking at. On some of these new coins, you really want not a lot of room of error, I would say, in your model. It has to be extremely clean, and I think you can, and then you can take it. So we are going to break down this model here on Avantis. So we're currently in uptrend since ICO, and once we get on the lower time frame here, we can start to see that we have a range forming at all-time high. So when we're trending up, we can pull our range from high to low. And now once we get on the lower time frames here around the 30, we start to see a very high probability range forming here. Time duration looking like 22 hours, just shy of that 1 day mark. Our sessions on here. This looks like we got that push up. Now this is interesting. Asia putting in a trident high. That is some terminology that I just made up. Trident high. It's kind of like your Model 2 high, Bojan high, if you prefer. I'm not too familiar with the Bojan trader on Twitter, though I know some are. So let's take a look at this range here. Do we have any nice? We have a very nice high at all-time high. So that is good confidence. We're building a super nice RTZ. Return to zone. When we pull our volume profile, we can see we have a volume inefficiency, a lot of volume, but more so in this upper section, which is nice to see when looking for a short. Now we're gonna see if we have any third tap POIs, especially ones that are around our original range starting point. We can see we have this order block. I would never pull that though, unless it is structure supply on the lower time frames. And look at that, it is. Okay, so we're already in a POI here. This is nice. Okay, so this would be the POI. I would have an alert set right here, and it would have just went off right now. So easy enough when we are having our market structure to look like this. Super nice market structure coming into that third tap POI, creating a local return to zone where we can combine our return to zone throughout the whole way from our range starting point right into what we were looking at as our point of interest here for a third tap to potentially be trading it. So we're gonna hop down on the lower time frames here. Alert would have went off, and be looking for this market structure right here. So as we're coming into it, we can see that we have created another trident high, Bojan high. This is super clean. It's always funny. I do these backtesting series, and I'm like, well, where was I actually in the live market when this was going down? I checked out Avantis when it first launched, and I guess I didn't have my attention on it while this was going down. This was September 21st. It is currently September 29th, so a little bit ago. Super clean price action here, and you can really see how all these coins are trading smart money concepts. They're trading Wyckoff models. It's just very cool to see. So alert set for this low if we want to be entering a trade, and I think any closes below this low, we'll take it. If it's not super clean, we'll look for, or if it breaks too hard, we're of course looking for immediate pullbacks for limit entries, or we are looking for reconfirmations on level 2s, just to reiterate our entry process, something that I'm always looking to refine. Right now I'm really working on just entering on candle closes, but also if that candle close is too low, then waiting for pullbacks and being smart about that to maximize RR. So we're going to play this chart out a little bit. There we get a SFP. So no entry yet. Keep playing out. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. Well, this is trickier here. So you get that break of structure right here, because this is our new market structure low. But the candle closes all the way down here. We don't really want to. This is not an advantageous trade for us right here. And we can't put our stop loss here because we have this supply above. And we probably are not liking this RR too much. At 2.14 is okay. Could take it. It's valid to take right there. I think in this situation where we're getting such an aggressive break, we can look for, if we can just get a limit, I'd say around here or anywhere on this original break. Let's place a limit right here. And could almost just go away from the chart. You wouldn't want to exactly though. Let's see if we fill our limit, or we just break down straight from here. Okay, well right there we filled our limit and we are in the trade. So you get in that immediate pullback after a very aggressive break confirming there, and you also have structure supply. Right here is why I placed a limit there, because we can just hit this and go down. I'm not sure where exactly we'll come in. So we're now in this trade from a backtesting perspective. We'll zoom out and just see what our trade looks like. And it's looking pretty nice here. So this would be our trade right here, 3.36 RR. It's kind of like double super nice highs, super nice high here, super nice high here. Really what you want to be seeing. Play it out slower so we can psychologically go through the rep. So for right here, we filled our limit. We'll see what price wants to do, how it's behaving. Okay, so we initially come higher. We could have got something here, or we could have been looking for a level 2 break right there, but it's good enough for me to fill a limit at the original break of structure. And we might just, yeah, we just break down right from there. Oh, it's beautiful price action. Beautiful price action. I try to come into these back tests with at least not looking at it as much as possible. If I see a 3 tap, then we go into it. If it doesn't end up confirming, it is what it is, or if it went higher. But this POI was super nice with a super nice high at all-time high. Range duration very close to a day, not quite a day. And this is all-time high too, so if we do end up hitting technical target here, which I believe we do, pull back into new structure supply right there, see if we respect it. And then you could also be running it for lower. Definitely de-risk your position right here because we are at all-time high, so you could expect some pullbacks. But you're sitting pretty nice in the trade right now. Played out slower to get the feel of the PA, just kind of see how it moves. So we swept that buy side liquidity there that we had created. Just kind of studying price behavior. It looks like we're just going to come to technical target. Bang, right there. We cashed a 3.36 RR using a limit order after an aggressive break. It's actually a very nice way of entering trades I've seen. So looks like we have some structure demand here with inducement. I believe that's inducement and not a perfect tap. Yeah, nice. We're using the Bybit chart. So you could definitely have another take profit right here. Extending your RR a little bit, nothing too crazy. Let's see if we go for that as well. So we're definitely de-risked. We go stop loss to break even because we have completed the technical target of our model. So no reason to be risking more in this trade, and probably taking a 70% or more TP right here, unless you had more confidence that you wanted lower. But we want that consistently making money on our trades, not too much greed, and just compounding over time. Super nice model here. Let's start getting some of these models on our major pairs. But what a great way to put in an all-time high with a textbook TCT or Wyckoff model. And there you'll hit your second TP. I don't even know if it was needed for the second TP. Something to note that I just want to throw in is that I'm playing around with an idea where if you have a PS or PSY in a distribution case in Wyckoff terms, that this pull, if it's not in the range, is a great target is a great target for a TP. So I've just playing around with that, and we'll see. You see it again here working as we come in to our Wyckoff model. So you hit that, and I think we're gonna leave it there for the back testing video. Just a nice clean trade here on Avantis Finance. So that'll be all for me today. Peace out.